Hello and welcome to another video, and in today's video I want to just make a thought-provoking video, I guess you could say. So the video is about, is starting a business riskier than getting a job? So there's reports that 95% of businesses fail within 5 years of starting. So what's the point of starting a business, right? Well, 5% succeed, and if that statistic is correct, then hypothetically, if you started 100 businesses, then 5 would be successful and the other would have dropped. But you don't have to start 100 because you would have learned from the first and second, so your next business ventures will be successful. Elon Musk has had lots of failure while taking PayPal, SpaceX, and Tesla to success. Elon Musk was replaced as a CEO at PayPal, has had 3 major failed SpaceX rocket launches and numerous significant hiccups in his Tesla line. But Elon Musk now is one of the richest men on the planet. Alibaba's Jack Ma was rejected from Harvard Business School and was the only person not to get the job at his local KFC. But look at Jack Ma now. He's one of the richest men in China. Now, I'm not saying that everyone should become a business owner or entrepreneur or it's cut out for everyone. Like my video on the 9-to-5 is not bad. I completely agree that doing a 9-to-5 job is not bad and is a nice way to make a living. But for this video, let's look at the flip side and starting a business. How is that? So now let's compare a job and a business. If we compare a job and a business, we might find out that maybe a job is riskier or maybe a business is riskier. So as I said before, 5% of businesses succeed and around 3% of businesses succeed enough to make their owners rich. That already sounds terrible, doesn't it? It's these scary statistics that scare you from trying to start a business. The fact that 95% businesses fail and never succeed makes you question everything and makes you question, is it even worth it? But if you change your perspective and see it from this way, only 1% to 2% of employees get paid an enormous salary that makes them rich. And I'm talking rich, I'm not talking middle class. And quite a lot of employees live paycheck to paycheck because their wage just about covers their expenses. So if most businesses fail, then most jobs also fail. Now you could have a business that just makes enough to pay your salary, which means you're just working for yourself, or you could have a business that makes you rich. Now statistically speaking, you probably are more likely to become rich if you start your own business. Now when I talk about rich, I mean rich as in like £1 million minimum. But as I have mentioned in other videos, that rich and wealth should be defined by you. But let's just play devil's advocate, and just for this video, that's what we're gonna talk about. When I say rich, it's like £1 million Lambo money. So 3% is better than 2% and definitely better than 1%. Now jobs can give you a decent standard of living, which is true, but if you want that Lambo money, then most people's salary isn't going to give you that. You're going to have to invest your money and make it compound for a long time. So in this sense, I don't see the difference between the two, just that a business might be a little more stressful at first, but the rewards can be better. Now, to get a good paying job, you need an education and knowledge and then acquire skills on the job. And to start a successful business, you also need education and knowledge and acquire skills. For this, you would have to get a job first in that field to learn and acquire the skills and perfect your skills, so that then you can transfer it over to becoming a business owner. Now, you can also get a job without a degree, without education, but you most likely will be earning very little. And when I say education, I don't mean a university degree, for instance. I just mean you lack any knowledge. You're not tech savvy, you're not good at maths, and you can barely speak the language of the country that you're living in. If you lack all these skills, then most likely you'll be doing manual labor jobs which pay very little, or retail jobs which pay very little as well. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not bashing these jobs. Retail jobs are great entry-level jobs that pay very little, but it's the first step on the ladder. Now, you can also open a business without having any business knowledge or very little and limited knowledge about the industry that you are opening your business in. And guess what's going to happen? You're just going to be one of those 95% of people that failed, because you have no clue what you are doing and what it takes to build a successful business. Now, the best education that you can get for a business is not from school, and to be honest, a lot of people say it's from books. It really isn't. It's just from actual in-field experience. Whatever business you want to open, for example, if you want to open a business where you are a barber, then you need to become a barber first. You need to acquire the skills. You need to know how that shop is run, so that when you open your own business, you know what to do. If you open a business in the sense that you used to work in a chicken shop and then you open a business that is a nail salon, you have no idea what to do. You're not even in that field. It doesn't even matter how many videos, how many books you read, because when it comes to time to actually operate, you're just going to forget everything, because you don't have the real life, real world experience. You need to know what your business is about, who your target is, how much your expenses, how much are your cash reserves, how much is your cash flow, how are you going to optimize your systems, how are you going to start scaling your business, how are you going to look for employees, and many other things that go into making a successful business. Now, if you want to get a job, you need to go to university or college. You don't really have to. You can get an apprenticeship, but majority of the way the world is moving now, you have to get some sort of university degree. So you got to study for 3 to 4 years. You have to pass these exams. Then you have to create a CV. You have to have some work experience on your CV. As I said, retail jobs are the best way to get those experience and the first step of the career ladder. Then you get a job. You have to go through the company training, and then you get into the job. And from your work experience, that is when your skill dramatically improves. And to be honest, if we're being honest, you could have bypassed all that and just got the job and improved vastly than having to go around the world by using all this education stuff. Because let's be honest, for majority of the jobs, you don't need a degree. If you are a lawyer, if you're a doctor, if you're a surgeon, 100% you need a degree. But if you're going to work in a business firm, no, you don't. You don't need a degree. Now, when you get a job, your salary is not going to be the best. The more you work, the more experience you get, your salary is going to improve. It's the same thing for a business. Once you've opened the business, the first year you might not even make any profit. You might make a loss. But if your business is successful, then the following years you'll start earning more and more and more. Now you might say that's very cool, but you need money to start a business, which is true. But you also need money to go to university to get a degree, to get a high paying job. So it's the same thing. In the UK, minimum is it'll cost you 1 year £9,000. So for 3 years, with interest, with everything else, with like the grants and loans and everything, it's about £30,000 for a education. You can also start a business for £30,000. Now, how do you get the money to go to university? You get a loan. How do you get the money to start a business? You get a loan. Same thing. Now, of course, you can just jump into a job and you don't have to go to university and get yourself into debt. But I'm talking about those high-paying jobs, like your corporate jobs. Think investment banking, stuff like that. But then the same can be said about business. You don't have to get a brick and mortar business meaning you don't have to take out a loan. You can start an internet online business, so you don't have to pay money. So if you start a brick and mortar business, you need like £30,000, let's say, for example. You need to get a loan. If you want to go and get a degree and get into a high-flying corporate job, you need to get a loan, so £30,000 as well. Now if you want to just jump in a job and work your way up, you can do that and you don't need to get a loan. And if you want to start an internet online business, you can do that and you don't need to get a loan. So similar things again. Now you might say, well, that's all good, but what if my business fails? Well, then your business failed. If you get a job, what happens if you get fired? You get fired. What happens if the company goes bust? You're out of a job. What do? You look for another job and you get another job. So if your business failed, okay, your business failed. Why did it fail? Learn the lessons, improve, go again. Now, don't get me wrong, as I said, starting a business from scratch all over again is difficult, but you're not really starting from scratch because you've learned a massive amount from your previous business. So it's the same thing. If you get a job in the same industry, you're not starting from scratch because you have a massive portfolio and a body of work that you've done for your previous company. So you're already experienced going into your second job. Same thing, you're already experienced going into your second business. Now, sure, jobs will give you instant money in the form of a salary, but your growth will be linear and will eventually be capped unless you get to the CEO, CFO, C-suite positions. While your business will start with paying you no money, maybe even costing you money. But if it becomes a success, then there is no limit. It can skyrocket to however much money your business can make. There is no limit to this. So, as you see, there really isn't a difference between the risks of a job and a business. They both need education and knowledge to be successful. They both need money, capital to start. They both can fail. They both can succeed. They both can provide a comfortable life. It's just a job will get you money up front and a business will get you money on the back end. But that money that you can potentially earn will be far more. Now, a job can be less stressful than running a business, or it can actually be more stressful than running a business. It all depends on the job that you are doing and the type of business that you're doing. See, every single risk is there for both a job and a business. It's just that we have been convinced otherwise from a young age because of school. So in the end, it's like this. A job is a Lamborghini. It looks nice, it's comfortable, and it goes fast. A business is a Bugatti Chiron. It looks nice, it's comfortable, but it goes twice as fast as a Lamborghini. Both will get you to your destination in comfort and style, but on a long stretch of road, the Bugatti will get you there faster. You can be rich from a job, or you can be rich from a business. It's just when a business delivers, it really delivers. But as I said before in my previous videos, rich and wealthy is defined by you. You can be the only person that defines what is rich and wealthy. No one else can define it. So that was the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then subscribe, give it a like, let me know in the comments section your thoughts, and take care.